Great. Hello, friends. Hello, Terry. Hello, maybe other people in the future and in the past. In the past, we could scoot it back to, you never know. I am going to offer an inquiry practice today, landing in our bodies. And the idea is that we're coming in to fill the reservoir, coming into ourselves to tune into the fluidity, to tune into the nature of ourselves, which doesn't have to struggle against what's going on. I am also going to be micromanaging my own devices because I know there's other people that were planning on being here, but we'll see what happens. So starting, I'm going to start seated. And I also want to invite this idea in, and that is to really land in the moment right now and to be present with this moment right now and to even have gratitude for this moment right now. So many people are talking about what's going to happen later and when this happens and when I do that and then after this and when this happens. But really all we're ever at is this moment that we're in. So just coming into that moment to find the reserve in what's here now, not in something else, not reaching and grasping, but coming in for a landing to fill the reservoir from what's with us now in our own self. So let's actually start with a hand on our belly, hand on our chest. You can do this laying down. You can do this seated. You can be on, you can do it with Sam I Am. You can enjoy those green eggs and ham. You can do it any way that feels good to you. But I'm feeling really not just up here in my belly, but really the basin of my belly and my lungs and my heart. Yeah, so like I could think of the basin of my belly like part of the reservoir that I'm filling. I'm not trying to suck it out. I'm not trying to pull it away. I'm trying to give it space and allow myself to come into this basin, spacious basin of my belly and into my heart and my lungs with my hands. And I think we'll start with the theta breath. So it's a soft, very, very soft, gentle hiss sound. It doesn't have to last forever. You can take resting breaths whenever you want. And you're just inviting the breath to play out for as long as feels good. It's going to downregulate you naturally because you're extending the exhale. So we're working towards the down regulation with that theta breath. Just easy hiss. And the other idea that just came into my mind was accepting what's here right now without trying to shift it, without trying to change it, but accepting that this moment is what it is and here I am. The imperfection and the perfection of this moment are equal, like the yin yang symbol. The imperfection and the perfection are equal in this moment. You can tune to either one. But with coming into now, this moment in your body, feeling what it feels like to have your hands touching you, feeling what it feels like to be touched, and then coming in with this theta breath. Inhaling through your nose, resting breaths whenever you need them. Landing in your body, landing in the space where you are, landing in sensation, interoception, feeling the sensations inside your body, feeling your breath, maybe your heartbeat, feeling movement. Adding theta breath whenever it feels good. And invite yourself on that theta breath to just allow your body to soften and let go. So the releasing of that has possibly the effect of letting yourself just calm, and anything that needs to shoot out of that, anything that's uncomfortable, grippy, yucky, just let it spread out. Inviting micro movement into your body if that feels good. Stillness is also fine. Even if we're just breathing, we're moving. So inviting ourselves to gather the resources of actually just being present with ourselves here in our body right now in this moment. We're not shoving off to 60,000 other places or worrying about this, that, or the other thing. We're just coming in into sensation, and maybe more touch, like hugging. The self hug can feel really good. Let's add some humming with that. So the humming, the nitric oxide is built up with humming. In through your nose. Maybe overtones are happening with your tongue. Re-inhaling through the nose. So we can go back and forth between the hum and the theta breath, or resting breath. If it feels too activating, like too much is going on, come into resting breath. But maybe gentle touch on your own body. Finding the resource of being a living body right now on the planet, full of water, full of breath, full of life force. And when we come into presence with ourselves, we're allowing ourselves to connect to that life force in an organic manner where we're not forcing it into anything. We're allowing the expression of our vitality through micro movement, through breath, through sound. Inviting you to let go of the worrying about your appearance for right now. Like whatever it looks like, whatever you're doing is fine. Like sometimes we think, oh, my shoulders need to be down, I need to stay vertical. But sometimes we need to curl into ourselves. Sometimes we need to come in and enclose. So, or get weird, right? All of that stuff, you're allowed to do any of that stuff in here. You need to scratch your nose, scratch your nose. Just giving yourself space to exist as an animal body on the planet, an organic living body. So when I'm humming, I'm allowing my tongue to move around in my mouth. I'm also letting my jaw be kind of loose. And right now, a lot of what I'm thinking about is letting my neck and throat be really easy. Neck, throat, shoulders, letting them have some mobility or maybe just some quietness, but not forcing anything into them, allowing movement to bubble up, allowing it to dissipate. And wherever it is that you're holding tension in your body, it's easy for your awareness often to go to where there's pain. So maybe let the awareness dance between the part that feels a little painful or uncomfortable and the parts that actually feel really good. So for me, I feel like when I get into micro movement, there's like a deliciousness about it. Like that's part of the resource. It's fascinating. And I can go into sensation and just feel what's moving, what wants to move, would it be like if something different happened? Can I slow something down? Can I speed something up? Can I be very gestural or very postural? And these are just ingredients. You don't have to do any or all of them. Just let yourself play with these possibilities, moving towards the idea that we're coming into this moment to refill the well, to fill the reservoir, right? Even imagining it within ourselves, imagining this filling up in a good way, filling up with spaciousness, filling up with ease, filling up with even flow, fluidity. What if you have exactly the right amount for you right now? And the filling the well and filling the reservoir is, it's more easily filled when you aren't pushing and forcing than when you are pushing and forcing. When it's like you just allow it to fill. So allowing the body to be spacious, allowing the lightness of your existence, feeling and tuning into that. And let's keep playing with the theta and with the hum, switching back and forth, just feeling how each one plays out for you in this moment. And I'm going to ideally stop talking a little bit. I'm going to come down to the floor. Allowing yourself to nestle into the gravitational pull of the earth. You could think of pouring yourself in whatever position you are, and it could be tiny movement or big movement, but letting yourself pour around like you're lubricating the whole inner surface of your body, lubricating the joints, lubricating the tissues, and movement hydrates tissue, even micro movement, and maybe especially micro movement. Mm. 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 Allowing the flow of your breath, the fluidity of your body, and the vibration of sound to just readjust your reality for a few minutes, really coming into presence with yourself, making space to let go, or letting go to make space. Sometimes when I'm in these explorations, if I just keep asking myself, what is this? What am I feeling? What is this? Without having to name the answer, but just questioning into it, really leaning into the inquiry of what is happening right now in my body, in my awareness. That question can keep diving me into the moment. And we're not seeking an answer. We're just seeking more, being in the question, right? Because the answer will keep changing and shifting. So bringing the question back, and whenever you need to, what is this? What do I feel? What's going on? And as soon as you feel like you're coagulating around an answer, let it go and just come into the experience, come into awareness. If you're looking for the right answer, it's not here. But if you're looking for just being in the moment, you might find it. Or you could say, if you're looking for the right answer, every answer is the right answer. Inviting in your highest self, your highest soul, body, mind, purpose, harmony part, inviting that part into the dance. And letting go of judgment, letting go of perfectionism, letting go of should have, could have, would have. I'm going to add some music for this last little while that we're together. Yeah, your soul, higher purpose self understands it all. It is all available in that place, but it also doesn't need to be held on to. It's ineffable. I'm having a nice little dance with my iTunes right now. Here we go. So this is Ambient Fields, Olafsfjordur, which I'm sure I'm murdering. Day 13. Cassie, is that too loud or is that okay? Thumbs up. Here. give yourself the chance to really move into the I don't know and into the unplanned with your movement, so that even if it's tiny and small, you're allowing things to happen, right? You're creating space for the resource to creep in, for the water to trickle in, for the air to move through. And if we're gripping hard on reality, sometimes it's hard to do that. And with these movement practices, as I said before, there's that idea of questioning what's going on. But also, once you get into the movement and you kind of get out of your head, the thoughts might be happening, they might be trickling through. But you can become very interested in just what's happening in the movement, what's arising, what's bubbling up. Letting your body unfold, letting your tissues unwind, letting the fluids in your body recapitulate, and letting things just float through. So nothing's stuck on there, nothing to be held here. We're just resourcing in the clouds with no need to grip onto anything, no need to lock it in. Taking a few minutes in the silence of your own experience in movement or stillness, just to let yourself process a little bit more or dive deeper into whatever you're exploring. Let go of what you know so you can be present with what is actually happening without having to struggle. In this work, you don't have to be good at anything. You just show up and be present with what is. You're not building a skill. You're building presence. You're not building something that you can perfect. It's just a practice that you can keep participating with and in. And hopefully it's going to be a little bit different every single time. So letting us come back. If you are there in TV land, I think there've been a few people popping in and out. So thanks for joining. And feel free to write to me, like, subscribe, join a class in real Zoom at some